Come to the light. Come to the light now, family. Yo, so this is a 20th Code 13. I'm just estimating because I know I do a whole bunch of extra shit most of the time. So I'm just saying this is Code 13, episode 20. Now, after episode 20, I'm probably going to take a break from Code 13 for about 2 weeks. Come up with new formulas, new ideas, new concepts to talk about. But today, once again, I want to talk about life, okay? Right now, in the United States, there are hundreds of thousands of homeless people, and this shit doesn't make any sense. We live in the country of prosperity and peace, according to what the doctrine says, but we're not able to keep homeless people off of the streets. You know what I'm saying? Some people want to
be homeless, though.
Say that again?
I said some people want to be homeless, bro. Some people would rather live on the streets so they don't have to worry about bills and stuff. They can just have everything on their back. There's over probably 400 people that I know that live like this.
Okay, so why do you think it is when you turn it to the side it fucks it up? So my question is, why do you think that it is that people want to live like that? Like, isn't it a good thing? Is it a good thing or a bad thing? What do you think?
It's the way they want to live. They want to live outside under the stars now. So you see San Bernardino, they're trying to clean up, right? Trying to give homeless people a shelter and, paying for hotel rooms. And they're sitting there refusing the service, bro. Because they want to live outside in the tent.
You know, ain't nothing wrong with that. You know, honestly, being enlightened myself, I get that urge to commonly just go out in nature for a few weeks, live off the grid, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think that's healthy, because in life you have to find a balance between the masculine and feminine. You know, the masculine would be, you know, taking part in the system, the matrix, and the feminine would be balancing yourself with nature. You have to find the balance between city life and nature life. You know, and merge the two.
I feel it.
What do you think about that?
Well, city life and nature life, you can't have nature life if you didn't have the stability city life, you know what I mean? Because then nature life would just be a normal thing.
Nature life would be life.
Yes, nature life would be basic life, living in a house, having running water.
Okay.
Having a toilet, you know?
Okay. Alright, so I'm going to ask you what I asked KJ, the question that KJ couldn't answer. What do you think about the quote, "You'll always lose money chasing women, but you'll never lose women chasing money"?
Because, like one of the OGs said earlier today, he said, actually when it gets down to it, those $100 bills and that stability, it doesn't matter about the pipe game, you know? Not necessarily. It doesn't matter about what skills. If you're a fucking knucklehead, you won't be able to make it out. But yeah, definitely you chasing women, you will want to try to throw money at them, because, you know, that's what a woman wants to know, that she can be taken care of in all aspects, in the bed, financially, emotionally, you know. So at the end of the day, but if you're out there chasing money, oh, I gotta go to work right now. She's like, oh, well, as soon as you get off of work, I want to see you. You know, oh man, he's working those long hours. I want to be next to him when he's relaxing. Why? Because he's out there grinding for the good of us. You know what I mean?
So my next question is, do you think you can find a jewel in the underworld? And, you know, ask me or for clarification if you don't know what I mean.
Yes, you can find a diamond in a strip club. You can find a diamond in the strip club. There are dimes and a dozen of them. You know, just like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Hoes aren't hoes forever. At the end of the day, people, you can get mad all you want, but I mean, your mom had to create you some way. And don't think that, you know, it didn't feel so good that she didn't have another dick or another dick. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So, I mean, just like you would want something Just like I would want, you know, something in a female will want that same exact thing in a male. So it's you know, it's about your perception on where a jewel is and underground, and how far underground is for you.
So I have this quote. I say, in the desert sand, even a flower will grow. What do you think about that quote?
Oh, that's definitely true, because you can find a tree and water in a desert. You can find bushes and life in a desert. Just because there's desert and it doesn't look like there's any water or any resources around, that definitely doesn't cut off that it is land and life. It is growing and moving and changing at all times. So of course, you know, Tupac, he was walking down the street and he's seen, you know, walking down the street in the hood, and he's seen a rose growing out of the concrete. You know what I mean? A beautiful rose out of all this killing and fucking broken up roads and sidewalks and shit. There was a rose that grew out of a crack in the sidewalk, which means that under all that in LA, there is still a point where there can be a beautiful flower that can bloom in so much darkness. Did I answer your question?
You did. Now, doesn't this point to the fact that life will always find a way? That's a concept that I got from Jurassic Park, watching that with my mentor, Ra, the sun god. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't that mean that life will always find a way to surpass and survive and to live and to be strong?
Yes, it's just like you know, like the cells, like bacteria or anything, you know, are like a leech. You know what I mean? It's life. It's kind of stuck to you. You're stuck with it, and it's feeding off of you, and you're feeding off of life at the same exact time. So you guys are cohabitating together. Life is different. You're different, but you're trying to enjoy life. You're trying to live life. You know what I mean? You're trying to connect with life. Oh, I want a good life. I'm trying to connect with life. You tracking?
Yep.
All right.
What are we at? We're at 7 minutes and 30 seconds. So you know what, folks? I'm going to go ahead and cut this one short. This is going to be my last Code 13 for about 2 weeks. I want to say have a wonderful 2 weeks from the time I don't see you. This is your host, Brother Formless.
This is your second host nowadays, Ramonius.
You're not the second host.
I'm not the second host?
You're not the second host.
Why not?
Because I'm the second host.
So then I'm the third host.
You're a special guest.
I'm a special guest every time?
Yeah.
Well, thanks for making me feel special, bro. See this guy right here. Brother Foreman, guys. He's making
What'd you call
me.
What the fuck did you just call me?
Like Farmer Boys?
You called me Brother Foreman.
Yeah.
That's not my name.
What is your name?
Brother Formless.
Formless. Because there's no form. There's no form. It's like how you were explaining to me, like the light. How light can actually what was it that we were talking about? You know, it's the T shape that is kind of in the middle of your body. It kind of resembles the cross of Jesus. Like your spirit or...
Are you talking about your aura?
Not aura. It's going to go where you they actually extracted the energy from the human and replaced it with light, and it connected.
Oh, you're talking about the ghost DNA experiment?
Ghost DNA experiment.
Yeah.
So, this is Brother Formless, special guest Ramonius, and that's going to be it for Code 13.